Big up yourself.
Hi guys, thank you so much for tuning in and clicking on this video. It's the latest on trend with your girl Biami. The viral video everybody is talking about. What is going on? The Oscars. Oh my gosh, everybody is torn. People are divided. I'm just like, I've watched the video over and over and over. It has been on repeat. We are going to be talking about it. And by the way, thank you for you have been waiting for my reaction. It makes me feel really nice. Like when I see comments like, I'm waiting for your reaction. It's just like, you really be watching my video. Anyways, I'm going to play the video again. Like again and again and again. And then I have to like wipe my eyes because then I have to ask myself, did I really see what I really just saw? Like, is it really it? I'm not gonna lie, yeah, when I first saw the video I had to like zoom in and look really close because at first I thought it was staged. I mean, listen, Will Smith, he is a profound actor. Okay, he is amazing. Chris Rock, he's a comedian, which means that he's got an element, he's an actor as well. So I was looking at it and I'm thinking, whoa, was that staged? And do you know why I thought it may have been staged? Yeah, because when Chris Rock made the joke, Will Smith was laughing. He was laughing at the joke. And then it just switched. How do you go from laughing at the joke to switching? Whereas when you see Jada's face, Jada from the get-go, she did not find it funny. She was just like, what? Like there was nothing funny about that. But then you see Will Smith like laughing, and then he gets on stage and then he goes and smacks him, and I'm just like, whoa, where did that come from? But I'm gonna tell you where it came from. Okay, so let's go back. Okay, so basically now it's the Oscars, yeah, and obviously Chris Rock, he's the what do you call it, the not the host, what's the one called again? Anyway, let's call him the host, yeah. So he then cracks a joke, okay, about G.I. Jane. So this is G.I. Jane. This was a movie. So then he's just like a very light joke. I think it was like a light joke. I don't think he meant it like in any way. So Chris Rock says Jada can't wait for G.I. Jane 2. Like obviously we've seen the video, but I'm just trying to narrate it for you guys. You get what I mean? He's obviously referring to the shaved hairdo because here we see G.I. Jane, she's shaving her head, or she's got a shaved head. Jada has recently shaved her head and she shared about the reason why. Jada is suffering from alopecia, and of course, like, I'm pretty sure there's so many other things that she's suffering with, like alongside. Do you get what I mean? Like, she's for a woman of her age, we know, ladies, like how our body changes, and due to the alopecia she's had to shave off her head, and this is recent, like this is fresh. Do you get what I mean? So he now says this whole G.I. Jane thing. So Will Smith now struggling on stage, and he literally slaps, I don't even know, was it a slap, a punch, whatever. Like, the reason I thought it may have been fake because I was legit like, did his hand touch his face? But anyways, he slapped him. Then he returned to his seat now. So I'm assuming that he literally just like got up to go and like slap him. So imagine, yeah, you're sitting at the Oscars and you're like, you heard the joke, and then and Will Smith just randomly gets up, because we don't see Will Smith at that point. We only see Will Smith walking up, and Chris Rock is like, whoa, okay, like what's going on here? And then he walks up to him, slaps him, he walks back to his seat, and then he starts shouting this. Let's watch the full clip.
Jada, I love you. G.I. Jane 2, can't wait to see it. All right? that was a nice one. Okay. I'm out here. Richard. Wow. Will Smith just smacked the shit out of me. Nick likes your name out your fucking mouth. Wow, dude. Yeah. It It was a G.I. Jane joke.
Keep my wife's name out your mouth!
I'm going to, okay? Okay.
He was so angry, man. And this is when I realized that I don't think this is a joke. I think this is actually legit. Like, I think, like, I'm hearing the passion. I'm hearing the anger. I'm hearing the, listen, my G, what we're not gonna do. You know when you're so angry that you're shaking? What we're not gonna do. But here's the thing. Will Smith has recently, even in his acceptance speech, which I watched and it was so emotional, but I literally feel like every time I look at Will Smith, I want to cry anyway. Even when he's not crying, I just want to cry. Like, I feel like he's got so much sorrow in his eyes. And I feel like maybe he's gotten to a place in his life where he finally realizes his purpose to him, right? So he's had this epitome where it's kind of like, raw, like, this is my purpose in life. So he's had this awakening. He's spoken openly about this. It's to protect black women. And he added a little bit of that in his acceptance speech, where he later on apologized. He says, I want to apologize to the Academy. I want to apologize to all my fellow nominees. I don't think he said, I want to apologize to Chris Rock. He was just like, no, I want to apologize to the Academy. And then he was just like, I hope that they will have me back, you know. But so this is where people are like, I don't think you smacking Chris Rock in the face is you protecting black women. And here is this debate and discussion about what does it mean to protect black women, when black women are just like, we want to be protected, black men don't protect us. What does that look like? And honestly speaking, Chris Rock say the joke again. I kind of thought to myself, right, like, that's mad insensitive, because she's just openly, it's almost like you're using her story against her. She's just been open about something so personal. And as somebody like in the industry that, I mean, I don't really know the dynamic of their relationships, but you've been around for a very long time. Just out of respect, why would you use that when somebody has just shared such a sensitive information? Like, imagine if she had cancer or something. Like, imagine if she had something that literally was like life threatening, and then you're coming up and you're saying a joke like that. Like, what? Like, that's mad insensitive. And if that was my husband and he did that to protect me, I would be like, thank you. Now, did he have to smack him? He did not have to smack him. No. I don't condone that. He could have gone up to him, or from his seat, he could have gone up to him, squared him up and said, don't you ever speak about my wife like that again. Do you get what I mean? Like a threat. Like, square up to him. Do you get it? Get on that stage, baby. Square up to him and tell him. But to smack him, like, come on, man. Chris Rock is a sweetheart. Like, like, and then again, people are just saying like, oh, two black men, la 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 la. It's just like, okay, whatever. So, yeah, like, that's the only thing that I'm just like, you did not have to hit. I don't do violence. I don't like violence. Like, it really, like, you didn't have to do that. You could have addressed him firmly, very, very firmly in other ways. Okay, like, there was no need. Now, a source with direct knowledge states that things have not been settled. P. Diddy said something like, oh, that's not a problem, like, it's all over and all of that stuff. But apparently it's not over. What happened was Chris went straight to his dressing room after the slap, and there's not been any communication between the two men whatsoever. And a close friend to Chris, who was at the Oscars, stated that even before the incident with Will, he had no intention of staying anyway. So he went to his dressing room and then he left the building. A source says that Chris, He didn't have any idea that Jada had alopecia. He also vouched for Chris that he doesn't have a mean bone in his body. And I believe him. Like, Chris looks like a sweetheart to me. Like, Chris is just like Uncle Chris. You know, do you know those uncles that's like Uncle Chris? Like, so sweet, like, just so, like, he just wants to make everybody laugh, like, just calm, like, I don't like that, man. And I just feel like, nah, like, thinking about the whole situation, it's just a mess, honey. Like, it is a mess, okay? Not only that, people are not happy with the Oscars. People are like, oh, did they not vet Chris's joke? Like, what was going on? Like, I don't think, did they vet jokes? Like, I don't think they did. Like, what, do you want me to go through my whole jokes with you? Like, I don't know. I don't think that's how it works. I think they just kind of like book a comedian and then boom, you come and you do your thing. Like, I don't think they vetted it. I didn't think that that's how it worked anyway. But you guys remember when Jada was trying to boycott the Oscars, in that maybe they kind of let it slide and let it happen because of what she tried to do and all of that stuff. So for those who don't know, what is G.I. Jane? It's a female fictional character, and the thing is, the joke itself, I don't even think that it was bad anyway. And I read a tweet where someone said making a joke about someone playing G.I. Jane if they shave their head for fun can be funny. However, making a G.I. Jane joke about someone who had to shave their head because of an autoimmune disorder is not funny. And that's the thing. The problem is not the joke, it's not comparing her to G.I. Jane, because Demi Moore looked absolutely stunning. She looked amazing. Like, look at her. Like, and so is Jada. Like, they both pulled off the no hair game. So I don't think that was a problem at all. Like, if I got compared to Demi Moore in G.I. Jane, I'd be like, okay, now, like, thank you, that's a big compliment. But I just think that it was just because everything is fresh, and I mean, I can believe that he didn't know about Jada's alopecia and what she has been going through. I mean, these are very busy people. Like, I don't think that they are online like that to be following people's stories. And I guess in that moment, nobody told him. And I think he will apologize. I think he should apologize. I think both men should apologize, but maybe Will won't, because that will kind of go against his belief system of him protecting black women and him feeling that he has a duty to do that. Will Smith is in a place in his life, where he's kind of done it all. Like, he's done what he needs to do, and I don't think he kind of feels like he's got anything to lose anyway. Everything has been, his whole life has been basically just stripped and exposed to the world. So I just don't think, to him, he kind of feels like he's got anything to lose. I think he's gone through worse. I don't think he's moved by this. I think he will go home with his wife and, you know, he will just be like, yes, I did my duty, I did what was right. He might reflect on it and be like, I definitely shouldn't have smacked him, and I hope that he does, because I don't think that is right. I think people could understand, you know, where his heart was at the time. And, you know, he's won an Oscar. It's amazing. Congratulations to him. I think that's powerful. But what an epic moment. Okay, guys, oh my gosh, Lupita's face. She gives me jokes. Her face the whole time was just like, what is going on? Like, she was just like, oh, okay. Like, she got front row seat. Like, she literally got front row seat, guys. But thank you for tuning in. Please do hit the subscribe button, and I'll speak to you guys in my next video.